Hi everybody, I'm Kristen. Welcome to your Yin for Spring practice and happy spring equinox. So as we move out of the winter months and towards the spring, the ice begins to melt and the waters of the earth return back into flow. And in the same way, we can use our practices to encourage the movement of fluids through our tissues and through our internal organs to help cleanse and clear away any stagnancies from the winter months. In this practice today, we'll meditate on the essence and the spirit of spring, connecting to a deeper sense of renewal, a renewal through our life force energy, renewal of the earth, and also a sense of hope or promise that color and vibrancy and new life will return to us. So this practice will really target the physical body, the emotional body, and also the spirit within ourselves. So we'll get started by coming into a comfortable seated position. Let's take a moment to connect to the spirit and the essence of the springtime. Closing your eyes. And let's place our palms face up on our thighs. Feeling our mind relax into the flow of our breath. And our breath opening through the body. Noticing the simple and effortless movement of your breath through the abdomen, rib cage, and chest. Following your breath out as you relax your chest and hug your navel center back towards your spine. And imagining in your mind's eye your body like a mountain. Rooting down through the base of the mountain, through your hips and thighs. And feeling the peak of the mountain at the crown of your head. Imagining a source of sunlight pouring down through the crown of your head, melting the ice at the mountain peak. Reawakening movement and life as the waters of the mountain stream down towards the earth. And feeling the waters pooling through the sacrum and hips, nourishing new life, new seeds, new color, vibrancy. And feeling that vital energy at the root of the body, the spark of fire that gives life to new seeds and encourages them to grow. We'll bring our palms to our heart center, taking a moment to set an intention for our practice. Perhaps simply intending to connect with the energy and the essence of renewal. Renewal through the mind, body, and heart. And we'll take a full and deep cleansing breath in through our nose. Exhaling with open mouth. We'll float our eyes open, relaxing our palms, and gently extending your legs into Dragonfly pose. Bringing any extra support you need under the sits bones, knees, or ankles. And you can also support your chest and your forehead. Softening through the muscle and gently folding forward, letting the whole body become passive, muscles relaxed. Bringing some gentle pull and massage to the inner thighs and the rivers of energy through the inner thighs that connect to the organs of the body. Softening through your jaw and your forehead, palms and feet, relaxed. And through your breath, encouraging new movement, energetic flow. Feeling any stagnancy through the joints of the body, the muscle, the bones, beginning to soften as fluid passes through the tissue, hydrating, nourishing, rejuvenating.
3 or 4 full cycles of breath. Feeling the passageways through the tissue beginning to open up and flow. Taking your time to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Rooting through your sits bones and floating your head over your pelvis. Taking a few breaths. Inhaling up into your chest and exhaling with open mouth. And you can bring a little bit of movement back to your legs, or just lean back and very slowly draw the legs towards each other, crossing at your shin bones. And we'll roll over our shin bones, and we'll take a breath or two in downward facing dog. You can always stay on all fours if downward dog feels a little too intense today. And softly pedaling one heel up and then the other. Staying connected to your breath. And we'll come back down to all fours, and we're stepping our left foot forward between the palms and then over towards the edge of the mat so that you can bring your left arm to the inner leg line. We're coming into dragon pose. And as you come into dragon pose, please do support your back knee. So slide either a cushion, a pillow, or just a blanket under your back knee, and you can untuck your back toe. And then take a few breaths here, and if you need more support, try adding some props underneath your palms. And gently hugging your thigh bone towards the arm bone. And you can either have your toes pointing towards the corner of your mat, or you might try drawing your foot parallel to the long edge of the mat. It really just depends on how the bones are shaped through your body. And as you settle in here, softly sinking the pelvis, keeping your eyes lifted to the top of your mat so that you have full length and space through the neck. Maybe closing the eyes now and dropping into stillness and sensation. And sometimes in this posture, you can feel a little bit of heat sparking, just like that spark of fire that gives life force to the seeds deep within the earth. And can you feel now into the internal organs through the abdomen? Take a breath, bring your left palm to your left thigh, slide the palm away from the knee, and find a gentle twist through the abdomen, bringing some stretch and compression to the internal organs as you breathe.
And perhaps floating your left palm up, taking a couple more breaths. Exhaling, bringing your palm back to the ground. Spine returns back to a neutral position. And then very slowly and gently, you can start to shift both hips back, releasing the hip flexor and the hip, sliding your knee around behind you and coming into child's pose, dropping your hips back and relaxing your forehead. Taking a few more breaths, and if you need to integrate longer before moving to the second side, then please take that extra time for yourself. You can come back to all fours or stretch out through the legs by moving into downward dog. And returning to an easy breath. And we'll move into the right side, again, protecting your back knee and stepping your right foot forward between the palms and then over to the edge of the mat. You can just heel toe your foot to the edge of the mat. Taking a moment to add any support you need for your palms, hugging the thigh bone to the arm bone so the pelvis returns back to a neutral position. And finding your gaze point and maybe closing your eyes. The dragon postures can be quite provocative emotionally, so it can stir up a lot of emotions, especially as we're opening through the energetic lines that connect to the liver. So as you feel any strong emotions rise up, just let them cleanse by recognizing them, letting them move out of the tissues through your breath. Feeling into the abdomen and taking a twist on the right side, bringing your right palm to your thigh. And perhaps floating the right palm up. And exhaling, slowly returning back to center. Shifting both hips back. Take your time, moving very slowly. Sliding your knee around behind you, widen both knees. And let's drop down into child's pose. Feeling the waters of the body opening up. Moving into spaces that have been stagnant and tight. Taking one more full breath in and exhaling with open mouth. Shedding tension from the nervous system as you exhale. And then let's slide our palms forward. And we're shifting towards Sphinx pose. So we'll lower down to our belly, bend at the elbows, bringing the forearms to the ground. And as you come into Sphinx pose, walk your elbows just in front of the shoulders, keeping your arms about bicep distance apart. So if you reach for the biceps, that's how wide you want your palms. You can also add some extra cushions underneath your rib cage if you need a little bit more support, bringing a bolster or a rolled blanket. Softening into the lower back. Closing your eyes. And feeling the soles of the feet relaxed. Relaxed and open into the flow of energy. As though you are simply absorbing the cleansing qualities of water, the waters of the earth, cleansing and renewing. And if you feel a spark of energy, you can extend up into seal pose, lengthening the arm bones, rooting through the wrists and the palms, and bringing the compression up along the spine and towards the mid-spine and the kidneys. Breath expanding into the chest. And we'll take some time now to rest, sliding back to your forearms, removing any props. And you can stack your palms and rest your forehead, your whole body lying on the earth. The flow of fluids moving in and out through the joints, along your spine, cleansing and renewing. And we'll slowly make our way onto our back. So you can thread one arm underneath you, rolling onto your back, hugging both knees to your chest, and taking a breath. Feeling the thigh bones compressing to the lower abdomen, and your shoulders widen on the ground. And gently drawing your chin below the forehead. And we'll take a full and deep breath in through our nose. On the exhalation, round your spine. Hug the belly back. Bring your forehead to your knees. And then lower down, we'll bring our feet back to the floor. And let's take a few breaths in Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly pose. Knees dropping open, soles of the feet draw in towards each other. And you can take your heels further out away from the groin. We'll only be here for a few breaths, but if you do need extra support, try sliding some blocks or cushions under your thigh bones. And simply receiving the flow of fluids and energy. Thinking of the wisdom of the cycles of rain that come in springtime. Nourishing the earth and the seeds within the earth. Cleansing and clearing away debris. And feeling the new cycle of the earth that's emerging. New life, new color. new vitality. Three big breaths here. As you're ready, very slowly slide both legs long and reach your palms behind you, taking a breath. You can wiggle your body over towards the left edge of your mat. And then let's curve our spine in a C shape as we draw our feet over towards the right and the arms over towards the right. So you're feeling a stretch through the side of your body and the left side of your body. And maybe this feels like enough of a stretch, or you can cross your left ankle over the right and take a hold of the left wrist with your right palm, letting your head just gently drop over to the right. Opening the gallbladder line through the side body. Feeling the pulse of energy through the side of your body. 3 more breaths. Returning your head back to a neutral position and slowly sliding the spine back. Taking a breath. Mini shavasana just to integrate and feel. Feeling the surging life force through your body. And wiggling your body over to the right, stretching your palms overhead, arcing the spine over to the left. Feet draw to the corner of the mat, fingertips draw to the upper corner. Feeling into the right side body, relaxing your head to the left. And only if it feels appropriate for your body, crossing the right ankle over the left and taking a hold of the right wrist. Keeping your body soft and relaxed. If there is any intensity through the lower back, you can always slide a cushion or blanket underneath the right hip. Rolling your head back to center. And gently bringing your body back to neutral alignment. Sliding your palms open like a T shape, bending your knees, placing your feet to the floor, and just rock your knees from side to side, your head moving in the opposite direction. And then we'll bring our knees back to center. And we'll come back into a little shavasana here, integrating your practice. Feeling the open waterways through the tissue, soaking into the organs of the body.
the movement and pulse of the energetic body as it brightens and expands prana through the body and mind. Imagining your body on the damp grass with the sun shining down, soaking into your skin. And you can stay here in this space of rest for as long as you need. Connecting back to your intention and to the essence of renewal and what that means for you. And feeling a sense of renewal deep within the heart space. We'll take a breath together through our nose, exhaling, and one Om to close our practice. Om. Having a wonderful day. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. And if you'd like to stay connected to the practices on this channel, please do subscribe. Also, please remember to like the video and leave your comments on the video. I really love to get to know who's practicing with me and to interact with you. And until next time, have a beautiful spring.